you know. But make sure you got Revelation 13 on deck.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, go on, read it.
This means it will not simply be your credit score that a bank will look at before giving you a loan. How about a character score to see if you are an enemy of the state?
Ooh! To see if you are an enemy of the state. And what happens if you declare an enemy of the state? Homeland Security already told you. You're going to be put on a no-buy list and a no-fly list, man. Meaning you're going to be barred from travel. You're going to be barred from society, basically. You're going to be barred from going in any shops. And any shops caught selling shit for cash or barter, guess what they're going to be deemed? Terrorists. Accomplices. Okay? Read Revelation the 13th chapter. Let's get that precedent set. This is what's going to happen, man.
Should we do the whole thing to the point?
Just get straight to the point, please.
It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, because everyone's going to be chipped. Not just Israel, everyone. Everyone is going to have to be chipped. There's not going to be no exceptions, man. Obviously, different man's chips are going to work different ways. Some man's chip is going to be a pass all. Like the chips, if the Rothschilds got a chip, their chip is going to be an all access, man. An all access chip.
No cyanide.
With no cyanide. Your chip is going to be the cyanide chip. And it's going to have restrictions. And you might cross the line and your head explode. Like Fortress.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark.
Right, that's your Homeland Security no-buy list, man. You see, it's right there, man. That's your Homeland Security no-buy list. Do your research. Homeland Security have developed a no-buy list. And they also have a no-fly list.
Or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
No buy. You won't be able to buy or sell, man. Because any transaction you make, you're gonna have to be registered. You know, like when you go into the store now, you buy something. Sorry, you buy something from the guy that's selling it. Guess what? The guy at the thing, he's gonna have to log in. We do that at Peacocks, man. If you go if you normally go to any store and you use a checkout, if you look on the receipt, it will actually have the name of the person who served you on the till with his code. Like mine was what was mine again? 44555, and then that's how I signed in. I had to put my code in and I had to put my password in, and then and you couldn't do nothing underneath another person's code. It had to be you. So what it's gonna be is you're gonna sign in with the chip. You come to work, oh, okay, I'm on the till, and then he comes to buy, he goes, and then on the transaction, it's gonna have all the information on there. This person bought the such and such from this person from this establishment. Everything's there. Person. You ain't escaping no tax. You ain't escaping nothing, man.
But that's the thing they're talking about as well, tax evasion.
Tax evasion.
Paying cash in hand. They're talking a lot about that now, recently. I mean, it's bad at my work, man. I just work in a pub, man. But in my place, man, I've got to put my fucking fingerprint on to sign in, man.
Biometrics.
That's some fucked up shit, man. I don't only work in a pub, man. It's not to say I work in a bank or anything. No. But they got like a 3-point digital image of my fucking fingerprint to make sure I am who I say I am and I get paid the correct hours.
That's
I don't get underpaid. I mean, it's really, I don't get overpaid. You know, on some bullshit.
Yeah. He's a slick. He's a slick demon. But that's incrementalization for you. Go on, carry on.
A responsibility quotient to see if you're frivolous if you are a frivolous spender. The smart card NFC system will coincide with the internet ID that we are working on as well.
Right, internet ID, cybersecurity, man. If you want to access the internet, you're going to have to scan your chip. Everyone's going to have a scanner in their house. Guess what? The new houses they're saying are going to be smart houses.
I've heard about that too, yeah.
Where everything is computerized, man, down to the getting in the house. To get in your house. Look, man, the world that Esau is going to build is basically everything's going to revolve around that chip in your hand. You want access to your house? You want to put units on for your heating? It's going to all be from the chip, man.
Like that further dystopian state, man.
Yeah, dystopian.
I mean, this is the dystopia we're living in now, man, but this is the beginning of things, man. It's going to get a lot worse if Esau is allowed to continue on his course, man.
1984 on crack. In fact, even to this day, you got something called a card reader. If you want to log into your internet banking, they actually provide you with a card reader.
Yeah.
So what's so hard if they could do that?
And they give it to you free.
Yeah, they give it to you for
You don't
free.
pay for that. They give
So
it to you.
what's the next step from a card reader? Because anyone can get your card and know your PIN.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next step is attach to your computer USB, or the computers will come with it. So you know they own all them PCs and that.
Yeah, IBM and all that, man.
Yep. You're gonna have a RFID reader on that shit. Right? Yeah, go on.
Meaning you will not be able to get online without identifying yourself. Your web logons will be tracked and will be looked at alongside your purchases, all digitally controlled and maintained. I fear that this system that is already birthing out before us will eventually evolve into some sort of implantable chip.
Stop there, bro. Say it. Yo, come back again. Come back again. Read that again. These guys, man. You see, the Most High is gonna destroy you guys, man. You ain't warning the people, man. If you take the white man's RFID chip in your right hand on the brain chip in your forehead, the Most High is gonna destroy you, man. Read the Revelations again, and we're gonna come back, man. Little terrorist, man.
Revelations 13 verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause...
Right, and this adventure is being pushed by the beast, which is a so-called white man. He's the one that came up with this idea and has put all the money into the research and the infrastructure to implement this thing worldwide, man. He's the one that's why, where is it heaviest? It's heaviest in the West. It's not the Chinaman that come up with it. He's going along for the ride.
Yeah. You know, now he's got his eyes set on the Middle East, man. You know, because I know he's done set up shit like that in Libya and shit like that, man. But they've been getting them contracts, man.
And they even showed you that in Babylon AD, man. Vin Diesel, he had the chip to travel in there. And drones on the border. Yeah, they had that in there, man.
And caused that as many as would not worship the beast, image of the beast, should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, the word there for mark means an incision, man. It's going to be an incision to be pricked. Charagma. What's that mean? What's another word for that? Implant. To implant someone in someone, you got to prick them. You got to have an incision, man. Okay?
Oh,
that's how it works, man.
Can I go Taylor quick?
Where did they go?
You want to go on article? Okay.
Oh, I just got
Okay. Yeah.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark.
What is buy or selling is basically living in society, man.
Yeah,
you ain't
that's
ever gonna be living. You ain't gonna be able to live in society if you ain't got that chip to prove who you are and to prove that you are safe. Which really is the act of put you into complete and utter subjection underneath the so-called white man, where everything you do is going to be controlled. How much water you drink. That's why when you go into this thing about you should have less baths and not have no showers, that because what they're going to say is to save the earth, you can only have a certain amount of water a day.
Yep.
You can only eat a certain amount of beef a day.
They also got wastage. They record your wastage, man.
Oh yeah, now in the bins.
Yes, right. So that will be linked to your data in your house, your household, how much your household will be using, the energy you'll be using, all that shit. They'll be looking at all of that, and they'll what's the word I'm looking for, man? They'll assign you things, man. Like what I was saying, man. This is your set, this is your quota, man. You can't pass your quota. Yes, right.
And if you pass, you can't pass allocation. But if they search your damn house and they find you with things you shouldn't have, it's gonna be like equilibrium, man.
Like 1984 as well, man.
Yep.
You catch the shit you're not supposed to have, man. You get bust down.
It says here you bought 10 loaves of bread. The house records you at 11. That's not. There's a discrepancy. Where'd you get that extra loaf of bread? Concentration camp.
I baked it.
You need to go for cleansing.
Yeah, man.
So
they're gonna have all that information on you, man.
You know, in World War I, they used to give you those pieces of paper, rations, electronic rations. Yeah.
That's right. And you couldn't get no more than what your ration was worth, man.
You recommend a daily amount.
Exactly, man. They're gonna herd you like cattle, man. They're gonna say, well, this is what this one.
But it is like cattle. When you got a cattle, you decide how much that cattle eats when it doesn't eat, when it sleeps.
That's right.
They don't know how much sleep you're getting, how much sleep you should be getting.
That's right, man. They're gonna know far too much. You know, far too much.
They're gonna control everything. How much sex you're having, whether or not you're allowed to have children. Like in the movie The Fortress, they show you that. Okay.
Alright.
What job you're entitled to have within the system. They show you that in Futurama, man. When he woke up in the future and they said, yeah, you're gonna be a delivery boy. And then they gave him the chip. And on his chip it says, if he goes to get a job, it says what jobs he can do. The delivery boy. Nate Satan cop.
And that no man might buy or sell save he had that mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, and then get me the judgment on if you take the mark. Should we in the next?
Yeah. He's finished on the 18th verse.
Yeah, go on.
Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Yep, man.
And that goes into their barcode system that they use
the information
to sign that in, right? Yeah, that's right.
Universal barcode, man. Which is gonna further prove that you're nothing but a product, a human resource, which needs to be managed just like shit in your UPS truck and managed with the GPS tracking, man. Catalogued.
That's right. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 14.
Why do you think they made programs called Big Brother, man? Where they're watching what people are doing all the time and telling them how much food they can have in the house and shit.
And they have to do things to get food and shit.
You have to earn the food, man.
Yeah. Man, I just thought about it, man. That's some terrible shit. Man, you saw if he had his way, man.
But that's why the Most High is gonna have to cut that shit short, man.
Intervene, man.
Because a lot of this shit he ain't gonna realize.
That's right.
But that's the plan. Okay.
It's Revelation 14 verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right. Well, let's break that down. If any man take the white man's implantable microchip in your right hand, left hand, you know, your ankle, basically don't anywhere in your body. The reason why it said right hand or in your forehead, because those are the main places they're gonna put it. But I don't give a fuck if it's in your neck or your fucking lip or your tongue. But the right hand is obviously in the forehead is the most.
Because you gotta get fucking niggas and people out there trying to make excuses, oh yeah, but you know, I gotta put it somewhere else. It doesn't count to me.
My left hand.
Trying to play the Most High, you're gonna get hit with a missile. You Anywhere you take, but obviously the right hand they say is the best place. Most people are right-handed and all that shit.